She reached out after 4 months. Let me explain. It was a regular Sunday morning. I woke up, prepared some clothes for mass service, and me and my family left the house at around 6:30 a.m. My brother offered to drive the car today, and so I sat at the back beside my mom, casually looking outside the window. And then it popped up. The same girl who rejected me during prom, the same girl who broke my heart, is back. I'm taking my time on this one, so don't be shocked when you get it. I think you're a but I won't say it out loud. I think you annoyed me a lot when we talked. I think you have that Instagram Reel AI quote when you talk, and I wanted to send a dump about you, but in reality, I wanted to get back at you. But how I ended things, I feel I just wanted to get over with that too. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The girl I thought didn't care about me just showed up out of nowhere to tell me all this. I didn't know what to feel or how I should feel. It was all a maze to me. I moved on so fast, and she did too, I think. I can't beat around the bush with this one. I was simply speechless. And I did get over it pretty quickly too when I ended it. I knew it would hurt, and I thought about what you would put in that god-awful note about me. It's like you didn't even listen, even though I babbled for a lot of the time we talked. After the 2 videos I made about you, I was feeling awfully hopeful that after the end of your part in my teenage life, I would be able to find someone else to fawn over and kneel down to like a goddess. I hoped in some way that you would be a past to talk about in any future situationships I would have. But I didn't. I was free from that cycle of good mornings and romantic IG reels saved in a folder named her. I had no one to impress or girl to make plans with all night. And that isolation from any make-believe relationship got me to think about myself in these past situationships. It all feels boring to me now. A few days ago, a younger student told me all about her situationship, like it was this magical escapade restrained by a prideful sense of maturity. I was happy to hear her talk about it in increasingly awkward ways, and I was more than happy to react thrillingly, as if I had never experienced it at all. I then asked my teacher how it was for him and his girlfriend. It was different, as more time and consideration were put into his. Deliberation, planning, and soul-seeking were his main priorities. A few years back, he began to pursue the girl of his dreams. They're still together to this day. After an hour or so of their stories, the young student asked me, "How about you? Have you experienced anything like that?" I was staring in hesitation, and no words wanted to escape. Eventually, I relented. 4 times, I bluntly responded. Wow, my teacher replied in unbothered astonishment. Maybe he knew that his protege was charismatic at heart. I couldn't have disagreed more. I guess I'm just lucky with how I presented myself and how people perceived me. The people around me knew I was a show stealer at best and a narcissistic at worst, but that was merely for show. When I accepted, or whatever I called it before, my friends were already telling me no and that you sound like a red flag, and I thought maybe this will turn out good because you click with me a little and a believer of God, and I respect that. Your music taste is okay to me because my music taste is far more different. You had your doubts about me, but you never really said it outright. But I felt it. Your words, the soul-crushing silence, and the jokes that land dead before they even reach you. But I can't blame you. I'm still the same immature dude from yesteryear who, in this facade of growth, long expected a girl to sweep him into a grand renewal of purpose. To him, women were flawless angels with broken worlds seeking someone, hoping that it would be that immature dude. Anyways, I thought of bringing the gifts I collected for you at prom, but I gave them away instead because I knew I wanted to end it, just not how, and if I gave them to you, that would serve as a constant reminder for me, and I didn't want that, but maybe you offering that owl was you wanting something to give me as a constant reminder, or maybe I'm overanalyzing and I don't think we're similar. Acceptance, as I cautiously named my stuffed toy owl, was the same stuffed toy I wanted to give to you during prom. It was some kind of peace offering, not really a petty reminder. I didn't want anything to do with you after that night. I guess we were similar in that way. You never struck me as someone who I would eventually fall in love with. I couldn't understand what made you tick or what made you happy. Was it Nicki Minaj, TikTok and your Tiffany bracelet? Or was it your cousins, your grandpa, or your mom? In reality, I'm guessing it's the mix between the two. And I knew I wasn't going to be a part of that. I enjoyed my time with you. Every day became a waiting game of sorts for each of your messages. Your stories about your cousins and your funny arguments with your stepdad, the movies you wanted me to watch, or the beautiful countryside you lived in, and the cool hotels you stayed in from time to time. It all made me smile. All that told me that you're pretty freaking cool too. We were just on different wavelengths. To all that happened, I say sorry. And to think I thought it was a TikTok trend. But no, you actually cared. With all that said, thank you for watching.